afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Monday. Hope you all had a good weekend. Interesting afternoon.
It was black as night outside here on the west side of Madison about 20 minutes ago, and some hail, and now the sun is out. Yeah.
And the storm continues to go east, so we still have a severe thunderstorm warning for areas east of us. We'll have the weather for you in just a second. But first, breaking within the last hour, we have new information from Madison police about a search warrant that was executed this morning on the west side of Madison.
More Hamas hostages are freed in Gaza. I'm Tina Kraus with the push to delay Israel's ground invasion to buy more time for negotiations.
And after two deadly shootings within months at the same Madison apartment complex, residents are demanding change. Our Catherine Merck will tell us more.
Let's take a look outside. This is a view from our sky cam this afternoon. Storm moving in, lots of lightning, a lot of wind, hail.
On October 23rd,
yes,
seems a little
we're
unusual.
Flirting with records. Jacob's out in the backyard where now the sun is out.
Yeah, and I want everyone to remember that tower cam because I'm going to show it the current cam in just a moment. But first, I want to talk about the severe thunderstorm warning that is still ongoing. Right now, it is for portions of Jefferson and Dodge County, right about to impact Watertown. I believe that's Watertown. It's hard to see the screen just a little bit. But for the severe thunderstorm warning, we're seeing wind speeds not as much of a concern as the hail, where hail is up to 1 inch in diameter. Now, this is expected to expire at 4:30, so that's about when it will exit our area. So for those of you in Dodge and Jefferson County, be ready for mostly the southern portion of Dodge County and the northern portion of Jefferson County. The system will last for about 30 more minutes. Now, here are the towns that is expected to impact over the next 30 minutes. So if you are in some of those towns, just be aware that the storm is heading in your direction. Now, there was a storm in the northern portion of Dodge County, but that has cleared out of the area. Here's a look at that same tower cam right now. And the tower cam that was shown earlier, right before the weather, that was only about an hour or so ago. It might even be less. We are seeing pretty much completely clear skies for parts of our area now, and we are going to see plenty of sunshine before the day is up. I'll talk more in detail about the threat of rain that we're going to see later in the week, but we are going to get a little bit of a break from rain over the next 12 hours or so once that current system moves out of our area. But we have plenty of more rain still to come out. Of those details later.
All right, Jacob, thank you. Turning to breaking news now, authorities confirm they executed a search warrant on Madison's west side this morning.
The large police presence caused a stir in the neighborhood. Our Jalen Banks joins us now after spending the morning with residents in the area and getting the latest from police with new information just within the last hour. Jalen, what have you learned?
Within the last hour, MPD shared with us this morning that they had served a warrant to a home on Sugar Maple Lane. The warrant was a part of a Dane County Narcotics Task Force investigation. More than anything, the people I spoke with in the neighborhood say that they were surprised. Police have not released many details about what happened, but as you can see in these photos sent to us by someone in the neighborhood, around 7 this morning, MPD, the Dane County Sheriff's Office, and SWAT were all here on North Sugar Maple Lane. One resident tells me while they were out walking their dog that they were asked by authorities to return home.
Got up and I heard then some like loud voices outside, and I looked out the window and I could hear obviously a crowd of police out here outside the house just up there, and I heard, you know, the police woman sort of saying, please come out with your hands up.
MPD says no further details can be shared at this very moment, with this being an active investigation. Tonight at 6, we'll hear from another resident on how they're feeling after this incident occurred in the neighborhood.
All right, Jalen, thank you. We'll see you at 6. The armed man who twice went to the state capitol looking for Governor Evers has moved out of state. 43-year-old Joshua Plesnick, who says he had no intention of hurting anyone, has moved to Nebraska. He went to the Capitol on October 4th with a loaded handgun and a holster and demanded to speak with Evers. Plesnick was arrested and, after posting bail, returned to the Capitol that same night with a semi-automatic rifle, again demanding to speak to Evers. He was charged with a misdemeanor for openly carrying a gun in a public building and was released on bond last Friday.
Fitchburg police arrested an 18-year-old for speeding while under the influence on Saturday night. Police say a car was going 70 miles per hour in a 30-mile zone on the West Beltline frontage road near Bryant Road. road. The driver allegedly crossed over into oncoming traffic and almost hit another vehicle head-on. A sergeant saw the car and took the driver into custody on Todd Drive after he attempted to elude police. The driver was arrested and processed for multiple offenses. Well, after 2 deadly shootings within months at the same Madison apartment complex, residents are demanding change.
In a 2-part investigative series, our Catherine Merck has brought their concerns straight to the city. Catherine?
Last night, our Braden Ross brought you inside the Harmony Apartments on the east side. A mother who lost her son in the shooting at the complex back in July says the lack of resources the apartments have leave the teenagers to turn to the streets.
These kids need something to do here. It's nothing to do here for these kids. Nothing. And if ain't nothing to do, they easy to get into trouble.
That's just some of the issues the residents tell us are creating a pattern of violence in the area. I asked the law enforcement and city leaders in positions to help support the area about what's needed to avoid another young person's death on the east side. There are a lot of people at this complex who are also saying that they've lost a lot of trust in the city and the police department after this. What would you say are the ways that you all are trying to improve that?
There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that I think people just are not aware of. And I think people probably aren't aware that, you know, we communicate regularly, weekly about these complexes and, you know, communicate not just with each other, but with other agencies.
You can watch the first part of the investigation with Braden Ross on our website right now at channel3000.com, and then the full sit-down interview is going to air tonight at 6.
Catherine, why did you sit down specifically with the people that you did to interview for tonight's story?
So in the story that airs tonight, I sat down with the city attorney and the East Side police captain. And on the city attorney's end, she was behind some of the process for declaring the apartment a nuisance apartment. And we have some updates to that original announcement that was made at the press conference a couple of weeks ago about this shooting. The police captain is also able to share some of the questions about the department's strategy and responses to the area over the past few months. And our goal with having them both together was having a conversation format as opposed to the typical interview. So we get a lot of answers to some of our questions this evening.
Conversations are important.
For sure.
All right, we'll see you at 6 o'clock, Catherine. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine.
Israel has ramped up airstrikes across Gaza as the threat of a ground invasion looms even closer.
The U.S. is pressing Israel to delay a ground war in an effort to secure the return of hostages and usher in critical aid.
2 more hostages were freed today. Tina Kraus is in Tel Aviv with the latest.
Israel's military says it launched more than 300 airstrikes over the past day, aimed at Hamas operational infrastructure and military targets in the Gaza Strip. Israeli defense forces have also started limited ground raids in Hamas-controlled territory. This Tier 1 commando says he's already spent 5 days fighting Hamas militants inside Israel's borders.
We didn't sleep, we didn't eat, we fought all the time.
There could be more of that if Israel follows through with a ground invasion. The Biden administration said today it does not dictate Israel's military response, but U.S. officials have been pushing to prioritize the release of more than 200 hostages and the delivery of humanitarian aid in Gaza.
It is literally an hour-by-hour effort here at the White House and at the State Department to find out where these folks are and to try to make the effort to get them out.
Israeli officials confirm Hamas released 2 elderly women just today, in addition to the 2 American women freed on Friday. There are still many hostages held in Gaza, their conditions unknown. Rachel Goldberg has no proof her American-born son, Hirsch, is still alive.
I really would love to talk to Hamas. I don't know of situations where people steal 85-year-old grandmothers and 2-year-old children and hippies who are dancing barefoot at a music festival.
Israel Defense Forces released this video showing Hamas militants firing at cars the day of the massacre and checking their casualty count after.
This is a situation that no democracy can live with.
This helicopter pilot, deployed right after the attack, tells CBS News Israeli troops will do whatever it takes to protect their country. Tina Kraus, CBS News, Tel Aviv.
The U.S. says getting that aid of food, water, and medicine to displaced Palestinians is critically important.
So far, the Biden administration says there is no evidence that any of that aid has ended up in the hands of Hamas militants. On day 20, without a Speaker of the U.S. House, Republicans are starting the process all over again. 9 candidates are now vying for the gavel. They'll make their case to their colleagues behind closed doors this evening. Minnesota Congressman Tom Emmer, who is already in a House leadership position as Majority Whip, has won the support of former Speaker Kevin McCarthy.
He sets himself head and shoulders above all those others who want to run. We need to get him elected this week and move on.
Congressman Emmer and one other candidate, Georgia's Austin Scott, are the only 2 on the list of Speaker hopefuls who voted to certify the 2020 election. But Emmer's vote could put him at odds with ardent supporters of former President Trump. Internal GOP divisions have made it impossible so far for any one lawmaker to gain the 217 votes needed for a majority on the House floor. Yet Republicans are hoping to unite behind a Speaker nominee as early as tomorrow.
President Biden has designated Madison one of 31 tech hubs across the nation to help spur innovation and create jobs in the area. The Tech Hub's effort launched in May to distribute a total of $500 million in grants to cities. The $500 million came from the $10 billion authorization in last year's CHIPS and Science Act to stimulate investment in new technologies, such as artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and biotech.
And what Wisconsin has going for us is not only do we have strengthened the biohealth industry with companies like Exact Sciences, GE Healthcare, Accuray, Illumina that are in the state of Wisconsin, we have that statewide supply chain with precision manufacturers like Plexus in Neenah, like Rockwell Automation in Milwaukee. That's something a lot of states don't have, that proximity of the supply chain.
The program ties into the president's economic argument that people should be able to find good jobs where they live and that opportunity should be spread across the country rather than concentrated. The White House has sought to elevate that message and highlight Biden's related policies as the Democratic president undertakes his 2024 re-election bid. Well, after a fundraising and donation campaign earlier this fall, the Coats for Kids drive is now distributing coats to the Dane County community. This year was the 30th annual Coats for Kids drive. We'd like to thank Clinky Cleaners and the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County for teaming up with us to keep Dane County warm. We also thank all of you for your donations. Distribution of the coats started Friday. It runs through Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day at the Boys and Girls Club on the Boys and Girls Club's Allied Family Center.
It's amazing to see all of the generosity of the community. With funds that were donated, we went out and purchased additional coats in sizes that were running out. So everyone can come in here. We're giving coats away to adults, coats for kids. These boxes here are all
If you are in need of a coat, you can walk into the Boys and Girls Club for pre-registration on their website at bgcdc.org. You can also head to their website to sign up and volunteer to help distribute the coats. Another successful drive.
Yeah, and we have a link on Channel 3000, by the way. That's easier to remember.
Yes, it sure is. Still to come at 4, it's the only one in the country.
When we come back, it is a cranberry science class, and seniors at Pittsville High School are the instructors. We'll have more on that story when Live at 4 continues.
What did you get?
A 94.
That's good. AAA Auto Insurance scored a 94 on member satisfaction.
What? AAA Auto Insurance?
Uh-huh. Shh. You can't shush the truth, people. You can't shush the truth.
AAA Auto Insurance. Expect something more.
Don't mind me. I'm just the flu. I'm quite harmless, really. And when people ask, but aren't you linked to dangerous flu complications like pneumonia, heart attack, and hospitalizations? I just say, but I'm just the flu.
It's him.
Who? I'm I'm just the flu.
Fight the flu with higher dose flu vaccines from Sanofi. They're proven to provide better flu protection than standard dose flu shots in older adults. They've even been shown to better protect against flu-related complications.
Don't get Fluzone high-dose quadrivalent if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components, including egg products, or after previous dose of flu vaccine. Don't get Flu-Block quadrivalent if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components. Tell your healthcare professional if you've had severe muscle weakness after a flu shot. People with weakened immune systems may have a lower vaccine response.
Demand more from your flu shot. To get a Sanofi vaccine, make sure to ask for it by name. Schedule your Sanofi flu shot, available at these preferred national pharmacies.
Ivisia Dry Eye Drops. Made with hydrating polymers, moisturizing hyaluronic acid, and revitalizing trehalose for instant dryness relief that lasts up to 8 hours. Ivisia, we see a better way.
Have you ever been challenged, been tried, made a pact with your own limits? Have you been here, there, places no one should go? If you have, then you know that whatever you're capable of, so are we. No wonder Ford SUVs lead in brand loyalty. Choose FlexBuy on Bronco Sport with 3.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus 500 FlexBuy and 1,000 open bonus cash.
Hold it!
Imagine a world with no drama.
I haven't signed Jody's card yet.
Ordering promotional products guaranteed to create memorable moments is an easy mission at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. Welcome back to Sam's Hot Takes. What's hot now? Spectrum One Stream. It's internet, unlimited mobile, advanced Wi-Fi, and this Zumo Streambox free with Spectrum TV. It makes searching for shows and movies across live TV and streaming apps easy. It's streaming simplified.
Get internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Plus add Spectrum TV and get a free Zumo Streambox for 12 months. Call 833-788-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or stop by a Spectrum store today.
What did you get?
A 94.
That's good. AAA Auto Insurance scored a 94 on member satisfaction.
What? AAA auto insurance.
Uh-huh. Shh. You can't shush the truth, people. You can't shush the truth.
AAA Auto Insurance. Expect something more.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Welcome back. One lucky shelter dog in Nebraska will soon be living the rock star life.
Now, you may recall this dog. We talked about him last week. His name is Bret Michaels, and it's only fitting he has been adopted by the superstar himself. Last week on Live at 4, we told you that Bret Michaels, the husky, saved the life of a 4-week-old kitten with a blood transfusion at the Nebraska Humane Society. Well, it turns out the real Bret Michaels, the singer from Poison, got wind of the story and reached out to the NHS for more information about the dog, and the rest is history. However, the Poison frontman won't be getting the full rock star treatment and has to go through the whole adoption process.
He's got to go to Nebraska.
Yeah, and he's got to bring a bandana for Bret Michaels, for sure. Until then, his namesake K9 is enjoying life at a foster home.
Bret Michaels, the human, has experience with huskies, and he's a big fan of them. He's got German Shepherds too, and they can be pretty similar. And so right off the bat, he was interested in taking him home.
As far as Thorn, the kitten here, the NHS says he is doing well as well, and will also be up for adoption in a few weeks.
But the cat barks now, so that's the one side
right.
effect.
The cat got dog blood.
Yeah, I know.
In a blood transfusion. Incredible. Well, there is a fear that artificial intelligence will take over many of the jobs we do as humans, but AI is also creating a surge of new jobs. Experts say in the past year, there has been an explosion of businesses looking for employees with expertise in artificial intelligence, from tech industries to banks and insurance companies. According to LinkedIn, there has been a 21-fold increase in the number of job postings that mention AI technology. The demand is only expected to grow as AI becomes integrated into more industries.
We will see a lot more engineering effort incorporating artificial intelligence into these business models, into the applications that are used by businesses, by consumers.
Many AI jobs pay at least 6 figures, and some corporations are offering AI executives $500,000 a year or more.
Stocks closed mixed on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials fell 190 points, while the NASDAQ managed a 34-point gain. The S&P 500 was off 7. Well, it's harvest time for Wisconsin's cranberries. Did you know Wisconsin is the largest cranberry producer in the United States?
Yes, we are. Students at one Central Wisconsin high school are part of the only cranberry sciences class in the country. Natalie Shepard has the story.
Hey everybody, if I can have your attention, I'll explain what's going on here.
This is Cody Miller's classroom.
This yellow thing you see around these berries, that's called a boom.
But instead of being the student,
make sure no berries are slipping out.
This Pittsville high school senior is the teacher.
Empty one of these, it takes us about normally 2 hours. But
answering questions from people eager to learn about the harvest at Whitetail Cranberry in Necedah.
And they can flow in different gates, which are called flow gates.
This tour is called Splash of Red.
That sprays the berries into the box.
And it's run entirely by students in Pittsville's Cranberry Sciences program.
We do believe we're the only cranberry science class that's taught in our entire nation.
Lindsay Meisner teaches the class.
Well, my favorite part is absolutely seeing the students build their public speaking skills and just really them grow their confidence in themselves.
And that's particularly true for Miller.
We have it normally set at 32 degrees, I believe.
He took the week off school to help with this harvest.
I still got a lot to learn, but I got the basics of it.
He corrals the berries, pushes them towards the berry pump, where they're then transported to a sorter and loaded onto the truck. What are some of the most frequent questions you get from people about cranberries?
How deep the ditches are, how long it takes to harvest them.
The Splash of Red Cranberry Tours run for 6 weeks in the fall. They have 1,000 people during that time.
I'm usually booking out for the next coming year tour season, so we are becoming very popular.
The school students did a fantastic job.
Alice Resch,
very informative,
came up from Germantown to take the tour, taking away some fun facts.
For the interior of the cranberries to freeze takes a month.
That appreciation goes far beyond Wisconsin.
Last week we had some people that were all the way from Taiwan. We've had people from China, Australia. We get people from all over the world.
Caden Schiller is also a senior in the class.
I've been working in the cranberry field for about 5 years now.
The students know the importance of the cranberry industry to the area. It's how Schiller spends his summers.
On Monday, I'll be down in Toma, and then on Tuesday, I'll be over in Wisconsin Rapids, so I'm all over the place.
Wisconsin produces just over 60% of our nation's cranberries, so extremely important.
The work the students do during the semester sets them up for a potential career.
They're trying to teach them to go into the workforce, and I think it's very interesting.
The harvest, both beautiful and interesting, and a chance for students like Miller,
as you can see, it's a little more smaller than those,
to teach, learn, and grow.
I have learned a lot from it. I'd say it's pretty fun.
It's a really cool thing to see.
It really
Remember,
is.
we did a Live at 4 on location in Warren's at the Cranberry Fest.
That whole central part of the state is where they grow the cranberries.
Yeah. The cranberries are they're like little water balloons. When they float the bog, they just float to the top. It's a really neat thing to see. Yeah.
And doing it as they did for years.
As you said, to eat once a year. we eat them more than that.
I like cranberry juice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still to come at 4, a bout of severe weather today, but snow isn't far behind.
It's that time of the year, we'll look at the average, earliest, and latest first snowfalls when we go beyond the barometer. Coming up.
I know.
In a Class 3 casino, you're playing against the house, so there's no guarantee a player has to win, ever. And in a Class 2 casino, the players play against each other, and not the house. So someone always wins.
So you're saying... He's saying if you want to win at something, you have to go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, a Class 2 casino where someone has to win. How about this then?
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
I had a lot of bad days with gout, but that one took the wedding cake. Even with medicine, my uric acid was still too high to stop painful gout buildup. Then a gout specialist told me about Cristexa.
Cristexa is a prescription medicine for adults with gout whose symptoms are not controlled by other gout medicines.
I learned Cristexa quickly starts working to break down gout buildup.
Cristexa is an infused medicine. Serious life-threatening allergic reactions can occur while taking Cristexa. Tell your doctor right away if you have symptoms such as shortness of breath, trouble breathing, dizziness, itching, or swelling of the throat or tongue. Crystexxa is not recommended if you have high levels of uric acid without a history of gout. Do not take Crystexxa if you have a rare disorder called G6PD deficiency or favism. Before receiving Crystexxa, tell your doctor if you have a history of heart problems and all the medicines you take. Crystexxa may cause gout flare-ups, allergic reactions, nausea, bruising, sore throat, constipation, chest pain, and vomiting.
I received Crystexxa for about 6 months. Now I'm in control, not gout.
Find a doctor who specializes in gout at goutdocnow.com.
Our city has a pulse. Steps from bustling and wild. Come find familiar. Experience new. Live in our rhythm and stay.
Lately, we've all had to do more with less. At Chevy, we just want you to do more. So we continue to make affordable vehicles, like high-tech SUVs, our most capable trucks, and the most affordable EV in America. It's how Chevy helps you do more for less. Or qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $299 a month. Or get 2.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models when you purchase.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
Well, take a look at this. Where else but Key West would you find a Fantasy Fest zombie bike ride? Several thousand of the undead hopped on bicycles and pedaled along the island's Atlantic Ocean shoreline, presenting an eerie yet oddly lighthearted spectacle. The ride's participants, men, women, and children, sported everything from gory face paint and raggedy garments. The undead horde biked to the Key West historic downtown, where the unearthly antics culminated in the Zombie Fest after party.
Well, you didn't see it earlier in the video. There was also Ronald McDonald in that video, so it's not all.
Is that all zombies?
Not all zombies.
There's a giant bug too. It's Key West. You know, you gotta love it.
They should have had a Ronald McDonald themed as a zombie.
There you go.
That's
specific.
That would have been very unique too.
All right.
A crazy
Speaking
day
of
weather
unique
today.
Yeah, you know, just that system came in and just moved quickly, and now we're done with rain. At least for the time being, we are going to see plenty of rainfall throughout the week. I'll have the details coming up right after the break.
Parker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Parker Heating and Cooling.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland.
As in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face
With every meal made just for you.
That really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
This is you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care. Because the way you, and you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health, know how much you matter to this world.
Just look at them. State-of-the-art Honda hybrids, making ecological art out of any conditions they encounter. Rugged, dependable, stylish performance with fuel efficiency and low emissions that'll make a tree hugger blush. What's this phenomenon you're witnessing? It's the future, today. Electrified driving built for Wisconsin. Get your Honda hybrid now at your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer. Honda gets Wisconsin.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Here are the 3 things you need to know for the rest of this week. We're going to continue to see some on and off rain for most of the week, and temperatures are going to be pretty mild, especially tomorrow, where we're going to see highs in the middle 70s. And throughout the next couple of days, even after tomorrow, we'll continue to see highs in the 60s. But then there's going to be a pretty sharp drop in the temperatures, and that will cause much cooler temperatures over the weekend. I'll talk about that temperature drop in just a moment. First, current radar showing pretty much dry conditions now as this cell has moved out of our area and is now impacting Milwaukee's region. So we're going to be dry for the next couple of hours for sure. We'll actually see quite a bit of sunshine before the day is up. Now later in the night, we are going to see some more showers and storms form, but mainly to the north of Madison. It is possible that some of those showers can creep south into Dane County, but the heaviest rain will stay to the north tonight, and that'll be the case for tomorrow as well. There'll be some showers and storms forming in the afternoon, impacting places north of Madison. But then as we get past sunset Tuesday, we're going to see more consistent rain move into the far southern Wisconsin and impact areas from Dane County and south. Now, again, this rain could creep up north, but this round of rain will mostly be for far southern Wisconsin. Now, throughout the day on Wednesday, we're going to be fairly dry. There is still a chance of rain, but we'll see a lot of cloud cover, so a passing shower is definitely not out of the question. But looking forward a bit more, we do have another chance of rain. But I first want to mention that tomorrow there is a marginal risk for severe weather. Again, it looks like it will mostly stay to the north of Madison, but around Dane County, definitely a possibility of a passing shower or thunderstorm is possible. And again, it could be severe with large hail and winds being the biggest threats. Now, looking a bit further, as I mentioned, there is a much more significant chance of rain Wednesday night, Thursday, and Thursday night. This is where the more widespread rain will occur, as it could rain for several hours for a few locations. And then as we get into Friday, the rain will begin to break up a bit, but this is also when the temperatures are going to fall dramatically. By the time we get to Friday afternoon, we are going to be dry for the time being because more rain is actually possible over the weekend. But through Friday, we're going to see plenty of rainfall with possibly over an inch of rain for some locations, especially off to the north. As I mentioned, that's where the heaviest rain will occur both tonight and tomorrow. But our entire area, about an inch of rain is definitely a possibility. But the temperatures are also going to be a big story. 70s tomorrow. We could possibly reach record high, which is, I believe, 79 for tomorrow. And then we're going to slowly see those temperatures fall. And then by the time we get to Friday, they're going to fall dramatically as we are going to see temperatures cooling throughout the afternoon Friday. And then by the time we get to Halloween, we may see high temperatures in the 30s with overnight lows in the 20s. So definitely the coldest air of the year is incoming for next week. But before that, we're going to see plenty of rainfall. Some of these overnight lows could also be the record for the warmest low, as we'll only see temperatures dropping to around 60 the next couple of days. And then as we get to the weekend, those temperatures are going to drop into the 30s and 20s. It could be cold enough to where we could see our first snowflake of the year, but we're also not expecting to see any accumulation, but definitely is possible that we could see our first snowflakes of the year. And Gary has more on that right now.
All right. Thank you, Jacob.
We'll
Gary
just
is
do
here.
Halloween tomorrow when it's 76.
Behind the barometer, we head from severe weather to snow.
Yeah, you know, it's that time of year, and you know, usually around this time of year we start to see our first, at least, flurries of snow. But still, if we take a look at Madison weather records in our Beyond the Barometer, first let's take a look and see just a little bit of snowfall here, and I want to show you this. See that snow? That was from October 10th of 1990. It was just a few days after I started on the air here. and it was a blown forecast because we just thought we'd get flurries, but we had those big, heavy, wet flakes that came down, and Madison received 3 inches of snow. It was the heaviest snow for so early in the season.
Wow. Well, welcome to Madison, Gary.
Welcome to Madison, yeah. Hopefully my forecast ability went up from there. But let's take a look at today's Beyond the Barometer, and this is what we're going to be talking about, our snowfall facts. First of all, the earliest measurable snow of at least 1/10 of an inch happened on October 6th of 1964. So that 1990 snow was the heaviest for that, so of 3 inches or more, that was in 1990. But the average first measurable snow of 1/10 of an inch actually is November 13th.
Oh, wow.
So we're still a little bit, we'd be ahead of schedule if we got 1/10 of an inch of snow. And the latest was on December 23rd of 1999. Now, if you take a look at the last 5 years, last year, our last snowfall in the spring was on April 18th. The first snowfall was right about this time, on the 17th of October. So it was about 182 days. Looking over the rest of the last 5 years, you can see they're between about 185 and 205 days. The average actually is about 215 days. So because we've had some earlier snowfalls in the last couple of years, that's why we've seen those numbers. But if you take a look at the shortest season, that was 1990. Remember we had a May snowstorm on I think it was May 10th of 1990 that dumped anywhere from 6 to 12 inches of snow east of Madison toward Milwaukee and brought down a lot of trees. And then we had that snow in early October, so only 152 days there between the last snow in the spring and the first in the fall. But that 1999 year, the last snow in the spring was on March 9th, and the first snowfall that fall, if you could call it that, was the day before Christmas Eve.
Wow.
So that was, 280 days. That's like 3/4 of a year.
Wasn't 1990 the biggest snowstorm as well? The 18-inch?
No. Oh, well, yeah, actually it was late 1990, December 3rd. So, but that doesn't count in this. That's just bragging rights. You get the big
just
17.3 inches on December 3rd. Yeah, that was another, welcome to Madison.
All of those dates are tattooed on Gary's brain. He remembers
and the amounts and everything. Yeah, you don't
before
forget
1990, it was so much nicer.
Thanks.
All right, Gary, thank you.
Thank you, Gary.
Coming up next year on Live at 4, we meet our Pet of the Week from the Dane County Humane Society.
And then coming up next hour at 5, have you noticed that some apartment buildings with mixed use on the first floor cannot lease out the space? Our Kyle Pozorski will explain why, coming up tonight at 5.
Sometimes the do-it-yourself route isn't the best option. Call Monona Plumbing instead and get your plumbing problem fixed right.
A name you can trust when service is a must.
Have you ever been challenged, been tried, made a pact with your own limits? Have you been here, there, places no one should go? If you have, then you know that whatever you're capable of, so are we. No wonder Ford SUVs lead in brand loyalty. Choose FlexBuy on a new Ford Escape or Explorer and get 2.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $1,000 FlexBuy cash.
Over the years, the attorneys at Habish, & Rotier have handled numerous cases involving the design and relative safety of child car seats. Because of this litigation, manufacturers have been forced to make these seats safer. We helped change the industry, and our most precious cargo can now travel more safely. The skill expended to achieve this result is the opposite of one phone call and a quick settlement. Habish, & Rotier, national reputation, hometown service.
Floor & Decor, my go-to to get it all. Tile, wood, stone, and laminate, they've got it. Installation materials, yep, and all the tools I need, they've got those too. More importantly, they've got my back with benefits and services I actually want, and a pro app that makes my job easier. Floor & Decor just gets it. That means I get more done.
At Floor & Decor, whether you're looking for everyday low pricing on in-stock job lot quantities and installation materials, or a powerful partner to help take your business to the next level, we've got you covered. Discover Floor & Decor today.
The house before you, over 30 years old, still has its original windows. Bone chilling.
Folks, there's no need to be afraid of old windows.
Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no interest for 1 year. Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Sometimes the do-it-yourself route isn't the best option. Call Monona Plumbing instead and get your plumbing problem fixed right.
A name you can trust when service is a must.
New at 5, we dive into the struggle to fill empty storefronts and mixed-use development projects. Find out why some businesses are hesitant to lease and the impact on the city skyline.
Tuesday will be unseasonably mild with temperatures in the middle 70s. We'll see some chances for showers and thunderstorms through Thursday night, but it'll turn colder by this weekend. At 5, I'll tell you if any record temperatures are possible.
And ahead at 6, West Side residents are left on high alert after seeing SWAT in their neighborhood last night. We asked Madison police what was behind the large police presence. Tonight at 6.
Was there a storm this afternoon?
Yeah,
you can't tell by this live shot from the Edgewater Skycam.
And you actually heard the hail. Your dogs ran out of the room.
I had my camera on at home. And
Yeah.
It's a little frightening. Speaking of dogs,
of puppies,
it's time to meet our pet of the week from the Dane County Humane Society. Lisa Bernard is here. Hello.
Hi, Lisa.
Who do we have here?
This is my friend Costco.
Oh, Costco, you're the boy.
He has everything, as you can see.
That's
He
right.
gives
Just
lots of kisses. And
Just like Costco.
Yeah, so
What is he?
they think he's a terrier mix. He came from Texas earlier this month. The way to his heart is through
He
treats.
loves the treats.
Yes.
Look at his long legs. When you pick him up, you're just like a handful of legs.
He is. Oh, thanks
There we
for
go.
making that
There we
laugh
go.
on me. You're so fun. But he's just adorable. Very snuggly guy. Starts out really shy, though.
Yeah.
So he needs little time to warm up. Someone who's going to help encourage him because he's only 8 months. He's still learning.
Aww.
You know, life's a little scary right now. So we want to help him find a home that, is going to be supportive of him and just keep training, working with him on his training.
That's almost a poster right there.
I know he is. What a face. I love his cute little pink nose, too.
He's adorable and he's a big favorite at the shelter, too. Everyone loves to snuggle with him.
Does he get along with other dogs? Or?
I haven't heard that he doesn't.
They'll tell you if he doesn't usually, right?
Yeah. So he has no problem walking by other kennels. So if anything, just move slow, do slow introductions.
Well, once he gets comfortable, he's great.
He's very sweet. Just a little nervous in the beginning, but this is a lot for dogs with lights and strangers.
And he rode well in the car.
Did
he was just sitting there looking outside. He's like, oh, look at that.
Is he a barker?
No, I haven't heard him speak once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's very quiet.
Perfect dog.
Yeah.
He's not going to be that big.
I don't think so.
Oh.
He's about 16 pounds now, 18 pounds.
Okay.
So very affectionate guy. Loves to give kisses.
Good kisses.
He was sitting in my lap earlier, so he could be a lap dog. You like a lap dog.
Everybody wants a lap dog. I'll say, what's going on at the shelter?
So Halloween is fast approaching, and we know some dogs who also like to get dressed up for Halloween, right? So this Sunday is the Madison Street Halloween Dog Costume Parade.
Oh, that's great.
It starts out at the chocolate shop on Monroe Street, and then it goes through Wingrove Park and ends at Mad Cat. So all the registration fees go to Dane County Humane Society. So register your pups so you guys could go and participate in the parade and have some fun.
Will your dogs wear costumes?
They do.
Yeah?
Yeah. I tried one of those spider ones, on Louis, but it didn't work.
No.
No. All right, so need to get this guy home. Last time?
Yeah. Wrigley is still available.
Really?
Yeah, I'm very surprised.
Look at how
cute he is. But the other 10 puppies from his litter were adopted. So he's the last one.
Well, now you're breaking my heart.
Me too.
He's a snuggly guy.
Oh, he was a great
I love his
dog.
ears.
Look at those ears, yeah.
He's super sweet. Everybody adores him too.
All right, let's get Costco home. Go to giveshelter.org for information on him and all the other animals available. Lisa, thank you.
What's Costco going to be for Halloween?
Hopefully he'll...
A ghost.
Hopefully he'll be gone.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll be a member of a new family.
Yes,
That's what he'll be.
All right. Good luck, buddy.
Good to see you, Lisa. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Coming up next year on Live Before, Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon debuted this weekend. But could it defeat the mighty Swift?
We'll take you inside the battle for the box office when we return with Will Loper and the Loper Report.
The fresh timer starts the minute a tomato gets picked. That's why at Pick 'n Save, we shorten the time from harvest to home. So no matter how you shop, you'll have more time to enjoy your fresh produce. Pick 'n Save, fresh for everyone.
Clean, safe, fun. I was hoping daytime care for Mom would be like that. Oh, Grace's new center is so nice. Now, caring for Mom is so much easier.
It's easier to manage my chemo side effects since a Grace Supportive Care came to see me. It was a Grace, but it wasn't hospice.
When you're ready for hospice, you want a Grace. They helped make my dad's last weeks comfortable, calm. It was beautiful.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
From working out to catching up, and of course, game night. Your home is the groundwork for all of life's awesome moments. This is Tom Coyle. My family and I say thank you. We're proud to have been a part of this community for 78 years. And during our 78th anniversary event, carpet installation is just $78. Coyle Carpet One Floor and Home. Beautiful, made affordable. Locally owned and operated since 1945.
Save big money with these hot deals at Menards. All prices after 11% rebate. There's still time to finish your fencing project. Dog-eared pickets are $189 each. A 2-pack of LED flame bulbs is $6.99. Clean up. A 2-pack of drain snakes is only 99 cents. And paper towel rolls are just 67 cents each. Shower in savings. The shower head is only $9.99. These hot deals won't last long. Hurry before time runs out.
Save big money at Menards.
Don't mind me. I'm just the flu. I'm quite harmless, really. And when people ask, but aren't you linked to dangerous flu complications like pneumonia, heart attack, and hospitalizations? I just say, but I'm just the flu. It's him. Who? I'm just the flu.
Fight the flu with higher dose flu vaccines from Sanofi. They're proven to provide better flu protection than standard dose flu shots in older adults. They've even been shown to better protect against flu-related complications.
Don't get Fluzone high-dose quadrivalent if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components, including egg products, or after previous dose of flu vaccine. Don't get Flu-Block quadrivalent if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components. Tell your healthcare professional if you've had severe muscle weakness after a flu shot. People with weakened immune systems may have a lower vaccine response.
Demand more from your flu shot. To get a Sanofi vaccine, make sure to ask for it by name. Schedule your Sanofi flu shot, available at these preferred national pharmacies.
At Pick 'n Save, everyone wins when it comes to savings because you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup or delivery as you do in store. So no matter how you shop, everyone saves big. Pick 'n Save, fresh for everyone.
Well, spectators in New York City Central Park got some nighttime light as a bevy of drones were sent into the sky for a public art performance. The aerial show called Franchise Freedom was put on by Drift, a Dutch studio. Organizers said 1,000 drones were sent into the sky, flying a program based on the flight pattern of starlings. Drift says the performance was exploring the relationship among man, nature, and technology.
Oh, I'd love to see one of those drone shows.
Especially like the
Starlings. Yeah, that's
pretty
really cool.
Well, it was the battle for the 3-hour movie this weekend. Taylor Swift's 3-hour concert film took on the box office for the second time.
That's while Martin Scorsese's 3.5-hour Killers of the Flower Moon made its debut in theaters. Let's find out what happened on the Loper Report.
Hey, Mark and Susan. Well, Martin Scorsese was no match for the Swifties. Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour concert film was #1 at the box office once again. But Scorsese's latest, Killers of the Flower Moon, still made an impressive $23 million, finishing in second place.
All right, okay, thanks a lot, Lord. Thanks a lot for opening my eyes.
Director Martin Scorsese has a career spanning over 55 years and 26 films. 10 of those have been with Robert De Niro. including Taxi Driver, Goodfellas, Casino, and The Irishman.
I heard you paint houses. Yes, sir, I do.
And 6 have been with Leonardo DiCaprio, including Gangs of New York, The Aviator, and The Wolf of Wall Street.
You finally found a broker on Wall Street that you can trust.
Killers of the Flower Moon marks the first time all 3 have worked together.
The Osage, they have the worst land possible. But they outsmarted everybody. The land had oil on it.
DiCaprio plays Ernest Burkhart, who returns home from World War I in 1918 and goes to live on an Osage reservation with his uncle, King Hale, played by De Niro.
Osage are the finest, wealthiest, and most beautiful people on God's earth.
Ernest marries Molly Kyle, an Osage whose family owns oil head rights and represents a lot of money.
This wealth should come to us. Their time is over.
The film details the string of murders that occur surrounding Molly's family and others on the reservation.
We have so many deaths, we've lost count.
The production design, the costuming, the music, and the acting, especially by Lily Gladstone, are all top-notch. And this is some of the best directing of Scorsese's career.
Evil surrounds my heart.
The film explores human evil in all its forms, the banal to the overt, and never holds back, depicting the horrible things humans are capable of doing to one another. The subject matter can be tough to watch, but it's as relevant and important as ever to see. The Killers of the Flower Moon is absolutely worth seeing, and is playing in theaters now before releasing on streaming on Apple TV+. Over on streaming services, horror fans will want to check out Cobweb, streaming on Hulu.
It's okay.
No more nightmares tonight.
And new on Netflix Wednesday is the nature docuseries Life on Our Planet.
This is the story of the great battles of survival.
The show takes a look at Earth's history and the animals who have adapted and survived. For Live at 4, I'm Will Loper.
Lots of good stuff.
Yes, lots of good
That
stuff.
Scorsese film is supposed to be a masterpiece.
Yeah, I have to see it. I want to see it too. It's long though.
3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Just plan ahead. And we'll have your final forecast coming up.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there is now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
Are you sweating over high energy bills? Windows drafty or broken? Champion is here to help. With our 70th anniversary sale, buy 2 windows, get 2 free.
At Champion, we design new windows specific to your home's needs.
Then they are built in our very own factory.
Installed by a team of professionals and guaranteed for a lifetime by our best-in-class warranty.
Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Call or go online to book your free estimate at getchampionwindows.com.
Salonpas, makers of powerful pain relief patches for 89 years, believes in continuous improvement, like rounded corners that resist peeling, with an array of active ingredients and sizes to relieve your pain. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
New at 5 apartment buildings are going up fast. We look at the struggle to fill empty storefronts in mixed-use development building projects. Find out why some businesses are hesitant to lease and the impact on our city skyline tonight at 5.
Tonight at 6, after 2 fatal shootings at the same apartment complex, I'm taking the residents' concerns straight to Madison city officials. Find out how they plan to combat this pattern of violence.
News 3 Now investigates tonight at 6.
Here's a look at a photo just sent in to us by Christy, showing a little bit of hail on her deck. It's not very large hail, but there was plenty of hail across Madison. I assume there are plenty of spots that look a little bit like this. So thank you, Christy, for submitting your photo. Now here's a look at the 7-day forecast. We are going to see more rainfall to come all the way through Monday. Next Monday, I should say. We could see rain each and every day. Temperatures will be in the 70s tomorrow before they drop into the 40s over the weekend, and then possibly 30s for Halloween.
Welcome to Wisconsin.
Yep, that's a Wisconsin forecast, boy.
All right, tomorrow here on Live Before UW host Dr. Jeff Potoff has all the latest medical news.
And Consumer Reports unpacks the do's and don'ts of flying etiquette that could make your next trip more pleasant. That's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.
Are you looking for a pre-owned vehicle that doesn't break the bank? Come visit Stark on the Beltline. We've got Hondas, Subarus, Toyotas, and trucks, and local financing options to help you get the best rates you deserve. Wisconsin's premier pre-owned dealership.
When you pull up to someone's house, the first thing you see nowadays is their garage door.
Let Precision's experienced designers come to your home and help you select the perfect door for your house.
Precision is there to help.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
At Informed Choice Insurance Agency, we're proud of our 5-star reviews.
My agent Matthew explained everything about Medicare and the needed supplemental insurance. He took the time to show me several different plans and the plus and minuses of each policy.
Andrea was amazing, from her knowledge to her presentation to her skills in navigating complicated and intimidating waters. I cannot emphasize enough how much she helped me and my family.
Need help with your Medicare or Marketplace health plans? Get 5-star service at Informed Choice Insurance Agency.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland.
As in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor. Like really rich.
So rich. Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face with every meal made just for you.
That really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Hold it!
Imagine a world with no drama.
I haven't signed Jody's card yet.
Ordering promotional products guaranteed to create memorable moments is an easy mission at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Congratulations to Madison Magazine for earning 9 awards in the Milwaukee Press Club Excellence in Wisconsin Journalism Competition, including top honors for Best Single Story or Feature Design and Best Feature Photograph. Celebrate the best of Madison in the throwback edition of Madison Magazine. Give it up for our Readers' Poll winners. Crack open a pop culture time capsule and relive the wild days of local radio. Madison Magazine, online and on newsstands now.
We have a variety of quality pre-owned vehicles, including Hondas, Toyotas, Subarus, as well as many other popular brands, right here at Stark on Highway 19, located at 502 West Main Street here in Marshall, Wisconsin's premier pre-owned dealership.
We have some sad news to report in our final touch.
The oldest dog in the world has died. According to Guinness World Records, Bobby from Portugal was 31 and a half years old when he died. Not only was the oldest dog when he passed away, but he was the longest living dog in history. Bobby was lucky to have made it to his first birthday. He was born at the home of the Costa family, who planned to get rid of Bobby along with the rest of the litter because the family couldn't afford any more pets. But one of the sons, Lionel Costa, hid one puppy from his parents, and when they eventually found out about Bobby, they said he could stay. The dog roamed free outside his entire life with other animals and a lot of feline friends. Lionel believes that Bobby's diet was one reason for his long life. The dog ate whatever the family ate. 31 and a half. That's like some 200 years.
That's a sad and a happy story.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.